Yesterday and there was no card in it.
Oh yeah, he had to take my frozen pea to the post office.
Yeah.
That probably sounds really weird. Basically, yesterday I had to pee and then put it in the freezer for
just
4
for
hours.
Fun.
It was just for fun.
We were just trying to mail it to somebody, just for giggles.
In all seriousness, I had to pee into a cup, put it in our freezer for 4 hours.
As serious as that sounds.
It sounds so weird.
Making a good old peacicle.
I'm just getting tested for all kinds of stuff that has to do with my illness and everything, so we have to ship it to the States, so it has to be frozen in order for it to stay good when it goes to this is so disgusting.
So it stays good, so it's nice and fresh.
So it's nice and fresh. Yeah, so my poor mother had to deal with my pee in her freezer yesterday morning. Sorry, Mom, but it's all good.
Yeah.
Gonna find out those results probably end of the week. But basically today's video is an update on what's been going on. Things have been pretty frustrating lately, so we're just gonna kind of talk about all of those things and worries and concerns and stuff.
Still on the subject of pee, when I had to deliver it, as I said, I was trying to vlog with it because I thought it'd be really funny just saying I'm shipping somebody's pee and not giving any explanation and trying to get you to explain your way out of that.
Yeah.
But as I was trying to ship it out, not only did I not have a card in the camera so I couldn't vlog, I also, when I took it to the post office, I said, here, can you send it? It said no. I said, why not? It's it's in the wrong bag. It was a FedEx bag, and I went into a Canada Post place. I figured, hey, you can just send it.
Yeah.
No, wrong logo. Sorry, not allowed. So I had to try and find a FedEx place, which in Brampton, I have no idea where one is.
Yeah.
No idea. I'm pretty sure even where we are, where our house is, I don't even think we have one. I've always been able to go to every other place, but FedEx, I've never actually been to a place that had it. So I had to go into pretty much a photocopy store, and right in the corner, they had a little FedEx delivery place.
Did you tell them it was pee?
No, I did not. I don't think he had an issue with it because it was nice and sealed. It was in a bag that was way bigger than it should have been.
I didn't know you could ship pee.
You can ship anything, Jess. You can ship almost anything.
This is terrible.
It is.
We're way too open about this stuff.
Anyways, I found it. I gave him a massive bag of pee. Shipped it. It's
okay,
good.
the pee wasn't massive.
The bag was this big.
Yeah, but the pee was I don't have that big of a bladder. Anyway, this is so gross.
We're just talking about things that have been frustrating us recently. Your health has been frustrating me because I've been having to shit pee everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you talk about what's been frustrating you more so.
Okay, so yesterday I went with my mom and Ty to a lung specialist because if you guys have been following all of my crazy health journey the past 9 months, I haven't been able to breathe properly. I've been extremely out of breath. It feels like I have almost asthma that can't be remedied by inhalers like most people, but it's not asthma. I was diagnosed with Babesia duncani along with Lyme disease. It's basically bacteria that attacks your lungs, your organs, your heart, everything in your body. Your pianos, yeah, for sure. But yeah, so my lungs constantly being attacked, which makes it hard for me to breathe. And I do have Lyme doctors that do help me, they give me medication and stuff, but sometimes you need to go to a lung specialist who actually deals with the physical ramifications on your lungs from this disease. And what sucks is that most lung doctors aren't Lyme literate, which means they don't know how to treat Lyme patients or people that have Babesia because they haven't been educated on it, because they're not allowed and it's just so newly researched. So I had this appointment with a lung doctor and I was really hoping he'd be able to look at my lungs and just let me know, how I could fix it, because nothing's helping me. There's nothing that's helping me be able to breathe again normally. So anyway, I took my mom in, saw this lung doctor, and it went horribly. He was instantly from the get-go, the second he found out that I had Lyme and Babesia, his total attitude towards me changed, and instantly he was unwilling to help me. The first thing he said to me was, "There's nothing wrong with you," which I responded, there is actually, I have a positive blood test for Lyme and Babesia, and he said, well, I know nothing about that, and there's nothing wrong with your lungs. And I was like, okay, so then why for 9 months have I not been able to breathe? Have I been on the verge of fainting? Has Tye found me in my room on the floor crying because I can't breathe? He's like, well, nothing wrong with you. Guess it's in your head. Which is, you know, it's really great to hear that after you've been suffering for 9 months.
You should just be very happy that I wasn't in the room at that point. I was in the waiting room because your mom was there with you. So there wasn't enough room in the place. So I was sitting in the waiting room getting coughed on by people. That was a fun story, but continue.
Yeah. So he basically said, all I can tell you, miss, is that there's nothing wrong with you physically, mentally, emotionally. I don't know. And I was like, wow. That's awesome to hear.
I told you, Jess, if you want to get better, you just gotta stop.
I just gotta stop, and then it'll
just stop.
That's basically what he told me. He's like, just stop.
Yeah,
and
just
breathe
start
normally
breathing
again.
Yeah, just breathe normally.
I wish it was that easy.
This is 9 months of you just trying to not breathe. Just try to breathe. Just do it.
Yeah, and so I told him, I'm like, if you're insinuating that I just have anxiety, and this is all from anxiety, why has it been 9 months straight of me not being able to breathe? Because I get, like, if you have anxiety episodes or periods of time where you're stressed and have anxiety, yes, breathing's impacted. But you would have moments where you're not having anxiety, you know what I mean? Anxiety doesn't present itself in a 9 month straight panic attack. You have moments, right? So there should be times, if it was anxiety, that I could breathe normally. But anyway, the point is, he's not educated on Lyme disease and Babesia and all these new forms of bacteria, so like I have to sort of understand that he just doesn't get it, right? But it's frustrating to be sitting down after I've been suffering for 9 months and being told there's nothing wrong with you. And so many people with Lyme disease go through this and have to suffer because doctors don't want to treat them and don't know how to treat them. So it's really upsetting, and if you're going through this, if you have Lyme and you're suffering, I feel for you. It sucks, and I wish the world would just get on top of this and help people, you know? It's so frustrating for him to be so condescending and rude and rolled his eyes probably 12 times at me. It was terrible. Like, I felt like I was gonna cry. I could cry now, but I'm not gonna.
You sound like you're about to just a little bit.
I hate crying on camera, so I'm just gonna. It was just frustrating, so I just wanted to kind of let that out and let you know that if someone does not want to treat you, try somewhere else. You gotta keep trying until someone listens. So the one good thing I got out of the visit with him is that I'm going to be getting a CT scan probably in a couple weeks to look at my lungs, but he doesn't want to deal with it. So anyway.
Fun stuff.
Yeah, and also Tye can tell this part. Tye was sitting in the waiting room with everyone coughing on him, and we can't get sick.
As I mentioned, I was in the waiting room, everyone was coughing on me. We were at a respirologist, so of course people are going to be going there with breathing issues. A lot of people either have an illness
pneumonia,
or
whatever,
just dealing with physical issues with their lungs. So I understand people are going to be coughing like crazy. So I'm there, I'm trying to be as careful as possible. Jessii has a compromised immune system, and I'm basically a sponge for all possible infections and illnesses.
He gets sick so easily.
It's like my immune system's fine. I can bounce back after. It's just I get hit with it really quickly and then I recover 3 days later.
He'll be sick for a day, but then he'll give me what he had and I'll be sick for 2 weeks.
And I'm in there. I was standing and looming over everybody, so I was told to sit down. And everyone kind of spread their way so I could sit down. You guys went in, you and your mom. I was holding your mom's coat. Immediately, the one guy who's been coughing and coughing. He's been Hasselhoffing. Hacking and coughing. The entire time we're there, gets up, sits right next to me where your mom was sitting. So I was like, okay, great. Then there was another lady who just soon came in after you guys went in. She was coughing and having a rough time too. And then another couple came in and she made room, which was, of course, very polite.
Yeah.
But she sat right next to me. So I'm sitting there cornered by a bunch of people and I'm trying my hardest not to get sick. So I'm sitting there like this, hunched over, looking at my phone just so I have something to do while you guys are in there. And everyone's going,
and they don't cover their mouths.
No one did.
They sit there and do this. Like, dude, do this. Cover your mouth. We're trying not to get sick here. Like,
I understand people have breathing issues. I understand you're sick. It sucks, but please don't spread it to other people.
Come wearing a mask if you know you're gonna cough constantly. Like, it's just consideration. We talked about this in a vlog last week, but like, be considerate during flu season and sick season that a lot of people have compromised immune systems. I literally, any friend that I have to meet up with or family member or anything, I have to ask them, are you even slightly sick? Because if I'm around that, I can get literally life-threatening sick because I have nothing in my body right now to fight off an illness. So what might be a common cold to you could be like devastating to me for like a month long, if not causing worse things to happen. So I have to be so careful, and I always really hope that my friends and family understand that when I say I can't be around them, it's not a personal thing for them.
Sorry,
it's
the car doesn't like my braking speed.
It's to keep me safe so that I don't get more sick than I already am. So it's never something personal to people, and I hope people can understand that.
You just gotta not get sick. Just don't. Remember, just do what the respirologist says. Just don't.
Just don't. Just
Your
stop.
immune system will be better if you just make it better. Just be better.
Yeah, so anyway, frustrating things in life right now. That's what's been going on. And we're on our way to the grocery store because
I gotta make food.
Ty's making chicken parmesan for my parents tonight.
That seems to be the only thing I make now. I made one thing right in the vlog, and now I have to make it all the time. I'm not complaining though.
It was really good, so yeah.
All right.
Anyways though, guys, I hope you enjoyed our little car chats, and